Hello. Honk. Welcome, Misty. It's rolling pretty well. How's it going with you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear Brian's been bad. But glad to hear the rest of the day's been good. Here, just to give you an idea of what the story is about, I'll watch a trailer. Also, how's the sound? Really? Well, that's not great. Ah, I see. Do you hear this now? Is it loud? It seems loud. Yeah. Is that better? Bit quiet now? Okay. How's that? Perfect. Alright. So, this is what the reference. Yeah, right? Yes. I am sorry. Fucking Hideo Kojima's the only one not doing the dance. Yeah, right? This is a Homestuck thing. It's not literally a Homestuck thing, but it kind of is. It's hard to describe. This is... you know what Sophie was doing on her stream recently as Pinko the Clown? It's also that. Oh, the music is beautiful. crown and the sword. Do you think they like the Sword of Damocles? I wonder. Chapter 1. The Summer That Never Was. An island sits off the eastern coast of the United States. It's a little over 10 miles wide, and most of the year, a little over 10,000 people deep. They call it a summer colony. When the weather gets warm, the number of people pushing down on the island swells to around 50,000. The town here shares its name with the island. You live here. You're one of the residents pushing on the place year-round. The steady residents don't contribute much weight, though. Off-season life is like a reprieve for the island, like lifting the load off the back of a perennial workhorse. The summer crush is a different story. 100,000 feet at once give you the impression the seasonal colonists have all conspired to shove this charming New England rock right back into the ocean. But 2020 is different. You don't see it happening this year. Can't say you're heartbroken about it either. Your name is Zen. It's pronounced more like Jen than Zen. Oh, your name is Jen? Huh. But most people have determined to mispronounce your name since elementary school. Yeah, it me. So at some point you decided to go by Z, and it stuck. Stuck it to your parents too, sorta, who endowed you with the romanization of a name which would either guarantee a lifetime of correcting people or interminably acquiescing to their wrongness. You like Z better anyway, because it's yours, not theirs. It's roughly 3 p.m., and you have just woken up. Earlier than yesterday, so that's a plus. And with a bit of a hangover, but that's far from unusual. Your bedroom is a bit messy, but you don't notice anymore. Yeah, right? Objectively. Objectively. It's a cozy little depression nest, and it serves its purpose well, which is to store the body of a depressed 23-year-old woman when she's not working, whilst the decor manages to accurately reflect her personality and emotional landscape. Yes, I'm just going to charge right past that pun. Ordinarily, you'd reach for your smartphone before even getting out of bed, and whittle away the first hour of the day scrolling through the timelines of your various accounts. But for whatever reason, today feels a little different. You stand up to stretch your legs and have a look around to reacquaint yourself with the artifacts of your life that have achieved invisibility through familiarity. You've had this exact arrangement of posters taped to your wall since you moved here. I should probably move my, There. That should do. You've had this exact arrangement of posters taped to your wall since you moved here. Before that, actually. These posters were on the wall of your dorm in college, in this exact pattern. When the time came to make your desperate getaway from campus, you ripped it off your wall in one big taped-together mass, rolled it all up, and hit the road. Then, when you got here, you simply unrolled it and put it back up. Why mess with it? Do you recognize some of these? Post Malone, Insane Clown Posse, Car Cat, Big Boss. This particular hodgepodge of pop cultural nonsense says as much about yourself as you'd ever care to say using a wall. Yes, indeed. Maybe it's a consequence of the media that you consume that made you feel this way. But you've always believed you can tell a lot about a person by studying the things they used to like. In fact, you might even go as far as saying in this era, an individual's personality isn't much more than a composite of all the media they've ever consumed, and their favorite stuff in particular. That's why whenever you meet someone new, you kind of wish you could just take a look at their bedroom and take a quick tour of all their interests, sparing you a lot of laborious banter and wondering whether someone's worth your time. Again, it could be certain types of content you've consumed in the past which resulted in this philosophy. Homestuck. But you can't be sure. All you can do is refresh your memory on your various interests to reaffirm who you are to yourself, along with any imaginary voyeurs who have inexplicably decided to tune in to your underwhelming morning ritual. That's your Metal Gear Solid poster. You've created a number of fanworks for this series, and not a single one of them is suitable for children. Very few are suitable for most adults, actually. But never mind that. You think Kojima has an advanced understanding of war, which has eluded authors far more celebrated than he. You also think Kojima has an advanced understanding of horny gay men with enormous butts, which is an asset of far greater literary value in your opinion. Insane Clown Posse, of course. You're way out of this by now. But you had a juggalo phase in high school. The reason for this decision was extraordinarily complex and layered. Nods sagely. Far over the head of anyone who would ever be inclined to wonder. If you even need to ask why, being down with the clown cannot be fully explained. You mainly keep this up as a reminder of your roots. A reminder of a philosophy toward family which you prefer to more conventional definitions. I am down with the clown. You've had this up since 2017, which is before Post went apeshit with all the face tattoos. Increasingly these days he seems determined to look like hot garbage. And yet, the uglier he gets, the more fond of him you grow. You will never forsake this kind-hearted goblin prince. He could tattoo a dick on his face, and you'd probably weep tears of joy. It's like you said when you checked out the ICP poster. You like to keep reminders of your pop cultural roots. There was a long story you read when you were young. You almost never talk about it now. But this guy is here to remind you. Whether you like it or not, it's a part of you now. I literally wore my Car Cat 69 shirt yesterday. I feel very attacked right now. The calendar marks the days for your shifts at a local restaurant where you work as a waitress. The page is set to February 2020. But this is wrong. Yeah, I'm reading Homestuck. You can just read along with me. I have all of the videos, well, one of them already expired, but I'm going to be publishing them. After they're edited. And I'm recording all of it, voiced over in this exact same manner. Highly recommend. The pandemic sent you into an unusually bleak depression spiral, so you haven't flipped the page in months. This is right. The date is April 20, 2020. You guess you labeled a lot of these months in advance at the beginning of the year, when you were in higher spirits. A week ago was a day relevant to a childhood interest, so you facetiously drew a little doodle to commemorate. And today, of course, is the weed day. Not that you actually smoke the weed. No worries. That's why it's going to be going up on my YouTube account when I'm done. Mostly on account of being too lazy to bother acquiring any. But that doesn't mean the annual milestone shouldn't be solemnly honored with the gravity of a religious holiday. As you stare at the calendar, you mostly just can't believe it's almost May already. Has it really been that long since you went to work? You guess that must be right. Early March was the last day the restaurant was open, and you've been holed up here ever since without pay. You've gotten by borrowing rent money from your friend Abby, who has also been shut in since the outbreak began. Not seeing her in months, not seeing anyone really, has had a very negative effect on your mental health. Probably the biggest reason you've been waking up so late these days. There's a ton of computer equipment here lying dormant. It hasn't been powered up in years, actually. Doing so would probably remind you of your college traumas. Sometimes you wonder if you will ever turn it on again. I'll try that line again. Sometimes you wonder if you will ever turn it on again. That's probably for the best. Your hacking days are behind you. A lot of those old projects you were working on could have gotten you into some serious trouble. These days, it's all about cultivating your brand. Although it hasn't been going that well. I still feel attacked. Oh, why thank you. That's pernicious slander and lies from an orc mum. I swear, I do not have a good voice. It's lies. Whoever told you that is a liar, clearly. More to the point, you'd probably be the first to admit your online brand is fairly shitty. But one has to start somewhere. Rebuilding a social media presence after a series of psychologically devastating catastrophes doesn't happen overnight. On the floor is a printout of your manifesto. You wrote this a few years ago, before your life melted down. It began as an ironic exercise, but the more you wrote, the less ironic it became. Oh, I am not calling your brain a lie. That is, you were so sweet. Thank you. You completed it just before the series of calamitous events leading to the aforementioned meltdown. Oh, yeah, I forgot this was as close to home as it is. Jesus Christ. Speaking of which, writing a manifesto. Oh, hello, Maravis! How y'all doing? Yes, I am streaming the clown game. And I am talking about my manifesto. Sorry, Jen's manifesto. Sorry, Z's manifesto. Oh, well, I'm glad I can offer you a nice way to cool down after your workout. Yes! Oh, you're going to love this manifesto. And by which I mean Jen's manifesto and not Jen's manifesto. No projection. Nope. Moving on. You doubt this is a total coincidence, since as Abby likes to point out, only crazy people write manifestos. Which is more than a little hypocritical, since she's been actively writing one herself. Still, hers is pretty light reading, and revolves around her secret RPF shipping theories, whereas the Jubilite Manifesto is an incendiary piece of left-wing literature that happens to revolve around unrepentant clownery. She's probably right to say it's for the best that you never pick this thing up again. You stroll down special interest lane. Your stroll down special interest lane has delayed the inevitable long enough. Time to get pulled into the vortex of your traditional wake-up scrolling binge. The timelines. The threads, the feeds, the comments. They won't brainlessly ogle themselves. You pause to admire your lock screen. It's a more recent pic of your boy, Post, complete with all of his most recent, utterly grotesque tattoos. The man is looking like fresh hell. Your heart palpitates, and you feel momentarily nauseous, but you regain your composure long enough to unlock your phone. Oh my, I know this picture. Your phone unlocks. There's your background. It's a gratuitously pornographic piece of fan art depicting two muscular homosexual soldiers caught in the throes of passion, and a well-placed TikTok logo. You keep this one as your unlock screen so that prying eyes in public don't get a gander of material which some may find inappropriate. I know, right? What a vibe. But as your wise-ass friend has pointed out, the Malone lock screen is arguably more indecent to flash in public. But enough dithering over your gallery of obscene males. Time to check your accounts. Z69 Clown Boner 420. Z. She, they. Bad Post Maker. Nantucket, Massachusetts. 105 posts, 996 followers, 65 following. Most of your effort in attempting to build a brand has gone into your Instagram account. As a new influencer, you've been trying to get your footing. You've been tinkering with something in the e-girl genre. So far, you haven't done anything too crazy. Your Dadaist impulses are what your TikTok is for. Here, it's mostly a bunch of tame, silly shots of you posing around the island. The boys love it when you go to the beach for some reason. They're very basic. Your light following attracts mostly a bunch of simps, reply guys, and rude remarks in the comments section. Eric B0452, you're ugly. Swag Doggo 99, we stan a queen. E-boy Steve, fire. That Gerald, that Gerald nobody. Oh, nobody. Z50, 69 Clown Boner 420. Serving looks like a goddess. Pickle.Rick.Fart. Total shit. There's no sugarcoating it. Your TikTok is just plain weird. Full of avant-garde shitposts of a humorous nature, usually performed in a completely deadpan manner, with oblique intent to the average user of this platform. Sometimes you will knowingly post cringe. Always ironically, though, which as far as you're concerned is dynamite content. Right? 81 following, 617 followers. Not many people understand it, though a handful of loyal simps in your follower list always seem to lap it up. Abby never misses an opportunity to rep Randy for your cringe posting. This is to be expected, though. She's a pro, after all, and even you know your cringe posts are indefensible. And that's entirely the point. Twitter is bad. You hardly use this account, but you keep it on hand for the sake of continuing to receive abuse? You're not sure. The doxings and harassment have finally died down over the last year. Nothing close to what they were just after your meltdown. The persecution for your past crimes is barely at a trickle now, which is a double-edged sword. 804 followers, no following, balls, piss, cum. Sure, it's nice to get fewer death threats, but it's also a sign that no one really cares enough to bother, which is bad for the brand! It's been a few days since you posted any content. The fans are getting restless. Well, not really, but they are restless in your anxious imagination. You are just shy of 1,000 followers. Maybe a new post will push it over the edge? Of course, you understand the crowd isn't that eager for more content. You know it's a common affliction among aspiring influencers, the need to keep pushing content out of fear their followers will get bored. As if they're a slobbering pack of wild dogs, insatiable beasts who must have more. More! But you're not an idiot, and you follow plenty of accounts too. And you know you could barely give a shit even if your favorite account stopped posting for a while. They can chill if they want. It simply would not affect your life. Your posting habits are more a matter of personal ethos. If you want to build a brand, the content must flow, and so you shall make it flow. But what to post? This always is the burning question. You fire up TikTok because that's where the shit posters go, and God knows you don't have the energy for assembling a respectable e-girl fit, or fixing up your makeup. You try to think of more funny deadpan nonsense you can bullshit your way through while lying in bed. Well, not before fixing yourself up a little. Christ, you look like hell. You should fix your hair a bit. No, it's still bad. Blech. You know what? Fuck it. You're just gonna use an absurd filter and crank the irony dial all the way up. Looking more and more like it's gonna be a cringe post Monday. You start babbling incoherently. You even turned a voice filter on to maximize the cringe factor. What are you even saying? You have no idea where this is going. Hi! Welcome to the cringe! Honk! You play it back, and yikes! It's hard to even get through the whole thing. It's dealing massive amounts of psychic damage. Honk. Perfect, actually. This is what you were going for. Let the simps grit their teeth through every second of this monstrosity and thank you for it. Truth be told, this is the caliber of content they deserve. Yep, the reply guys are lining up to kiss your ass as always. The usual suspects every time. A little entourage of loyal and lascivious hype men. It's sort of adorable and disgusting to you simultaneously. But McFuckles, you just posted cringe. Sir Soy 4684, she don't miss. Nyan Machine, cringe baby. E-Boy Steve, you just dropped a whole sack of these. Crowns. That Gerald, whatever. A true angel. Psychic damage. Actually, maybe more disgusting than usual today. That feeling is creeping in. Disgust. Not with the boys, per se. It runs deeper than that. Your post fucking sucked, and you're on the verge of regretting it. Why is it always like this, pushing out content? After hitting submit, equal odds, that sense of loathing begins to settle in. Was the post a good idea? Could it have been better? Was the post a good idea? Could it have been better? Should you just not have bothered at all? It makes you feel crazy, this media landscape. Above all, you think your disgust isn't so much with the specific post as it is with a general lack of direction and inspiration. What the fuck are you even trying to do? What are you about? You're too depressed to come up with answers today, but then that seems to be true every day. You log off TikTok with dismay. You're getting a DM on Discord. It's your friend Abby. Not surprising, since she almost always hits you up after you post some content, usually with some friendly critique. Today is probably no different, and you have a feeling you already know what she's going to say. Isn't it a bit early in the day to be sad posting cringe? You usually have the courtesy to wait till I'm sound asleep and you're drunk off your ass. Ah, fuck off, I know it's cringe. So this is what it's come to. Your brand as an ironic cringe poster is congealing before my eyes. I guess? It's hard to come up with, ideas for shit. Ain't that the truth? What are you talking about? All you do is post vids of you looking hot and saying dumb shit. Yeah! That's a hell of a brand if you can make it work, which you obviously can. At least you know what you're about. I'm still trying to figure that out. It hasn't been going well lately. That's easy. You are also about looking hot. And posting cringe, apparently. Well, not fucking hot enough. Not like you. Nonsense. The sizzling bitch plastered all across my TL begs to differ. And the gentleman callers you have attracted to your content, they seem none too displeased. Ah, Christ. Whoa, and what's this? Z, you crossed the 1,000 follower mark. See, you're being so down on yourself for nothing. You're well on your way to the big leagues. The fuck is this patronizing shit? Besides, how am I even on your TL? You don't even fucking follow me. You're too embarrassed to, remember? Cause it would hurt your brand if people could check your follow list and see my freak ass there with all my past garbage. Oh, that's not fair. You know the game, Z. How many of your fucking 3 million followers would you really lose if you followed me? I do follow you. With an alt, you know this. I mean on your main, Abby. What would it cost you, realistically, if I just showed up on that list? No fanfare, no shoutouts, or any bullshit like that. Just one friend following another because she's got her back. You'd lose what, a few grand maybe? And then it'd just be a handful of snarling cunts you don't even need stinking up to join anyway. It's not even about that. It's about keeping the discourse down. Come on. I mean, not to sound like a bitch, but I couldn't handle the shit you went through. Yeah. C-word. I just breezed right through that. Shit. You know damn well we both got the same kind of You know damn well we both have the same kind of dirt on us, but like... But what? But you already fucked yourself up, and I'm still keeping a lid on it all, like, delicately. And if you thought it was rough for you, think about what it would be like for me at my level of visibility. Oh, I see how it fucking is. You're too famous, so you'd fall harder than I did. It's fine, I got thrown to the wolves because I'm a nobody, right? No! I mean, like, I had to go to the fucking hospital, Abby. Okay, fuck, I'll follow you. Jesus. I was just messing with you. Why do you have to turn it into such a serious thing? I don't know. It's fine, actually. Don't follow me. I know exactly why you don't. I'm just being shitty because I'm in a bad mood. You're right, of course. If it triggered discourse, I'd be the one to take most of the heat anyway. I just need to keep piecing my brand together the old-fashioned way. Old-fashioned? Like horse and carriage shit? Yes, Abby, that's exactly what I mean. Like how people used to cultivate their social media platforms when everybody owned horses. What? Horses? What? I was fucking joking. I mean, just figure out what I'm trying to do or say here, and let people who are into that come to me naturally. The type of people who wouldn't give a fuck about what my past is like. I know you were joking. Can we please just let it go unsaid for once that we both always know when we're joking? We always joking. We get the shit. We are not basic bitches. Yeah, I know you know. My dry response to you was also a joke, idiot. And can you cool it on the key smashing? I'm still fucking hungover, and it's the texting equivalent of listening to noisy traffic. Chaotic juxtaposition dharma! Huh? Auto-corrected key smash exclamation. To take the edge off for my poor and feeble friend. Thank you. You have balanced out the chaotic juxtaposition karma. Oh, I do that sometimes. It is one of my good goofs, you know? Whenever you do that, it's only funny to you. It's just confusing to everyone else. Nope, it's objectively hilarious to all involved. Has anyone ever not been confused when you do it? Lol, as if I even ever talk to anyone as much but you. Lol, as if I even ever talk to anyone much but you. At least maybe we can agree the notion of chaotic juxtaposition dharma sounds pretty cool, whatever that even means. Fuck yeah! It's why I thought you might be bringing up a worthwhile topic rather than continuing to destroy my morning with your useless brain garbage. Ha! Morning? It's almost fucking 4, bitch! Good point. I gotta get going. Okay. Any sign of you going back to work yet? Nah, I'm thinking that job is toast for good. Shit. Why? For a while I was hearing stuff from the owner about reopening the restaurant and getting ready for summer. But I haven't heard from her in weeks. I think she might have given up on the whole idea there will even be a tourist season and just left the fucking island. Maybe she just got the Rona and died. Fuck. It's fine, I don't really care. Okay, but what about rent? You need me to send more money or... No, I'm alright. I think I just won't pay rent this time. I don't even give a fuck anymore. What's this idiot gonna do, evict me? Good luck with that, bro. Incredible attitude, I love you. Oh my god. Yes, cringe stream cringe day. Yes! Cringe streaming the cringe. Also, I'm feeling attacked that her name is Jen. And she is literally struggling with the rent. Fuck's sake. Okay, gonna eat some shit right now because I feel bad. You head to the kitchen, which isn't in much better shape than your bedroom. You pause to consider that the only reason it isn't quite as disastrous is because you spend so little time in here. Stop attacking me! You make occasional trips to peruse your scant supply of food, or your copious supply of alcohol. Then, more often than not, it's right back to bed. This fridge is a total wasteland. It's hard to get out for grocery shopping. Sheltering in place has warped your lifestyle beyond recognition. Much easier to order shit, but money has been running low, and hitting Abby up for cash gets old. There's a pot of Kraft macaroni you think you made... 5 days ago? It looks like absolute shit, but it'll have to do. Yes, this game hits me right where it counts. I am not happy. I am straight up not having a good time, yo. Fuck. I forgot how much this game hits home. It hits home more now than it did last time I played it. You heat it up on the stove for a couple minutes, then bring it to the kitchen table for consumption directly out of the pot. The only way to eat macaroni like that. Depression macaroni out of the pot. You make a mental note that this depression meal life hack could make for some decent ironic TikTok content. I literally just got owned. Nah, needs some work. First, you would need to heat up the week-old macaroni. Then, to save time, you transport the pot outside and put the entire thing directly in a garbage can. Then, to save even more time, you curl in a nearby bush and patiently wait to pass away. Yeah, that sounds better. Not today, though, because you already shot your TikTok shot. On second thought, that idea barely even counts as a joke. Realistically, this meal belongs nowhere except the dumpster. The macaroni is practically inedible. You force a few more mouthfuls just for the sake of preventing some of your internal organs from shutting down due to malnutrition, and put it aside. God damn. I should make some macaroni. What next? Oh yeah, might as well get an early start. This bottle of whiskey is already open anyway. That's because it's the same bottle you opened yesterday. Now that breakfast is over, it's time for phase 2 of the game. What a slip. Now that breakfast is over, it's time for phase 2 of the day to kick into gear. Keeping yourself alive is hard work. Making such a healthy breakfast every morning is really taxing, and it takes a lot out of you. A couple of spoons, as the emotionally brittle millennials like to call them, right down the drain, just like that. Spoons meter! When you're low on spoons, the only thing for it is to recharge with another session of mindless scrolling on your phone. Do you enjoy it? Hell no! But spoons don't grow on trees, and the invisible spoonometer, which probably floats over your head, seems to respond favorably to the practice. Scrolling. Some drama brewing over here. Some discourse ramping up over there. Fuck these people. Absolutely fuck every single one of them, and all the infantile shit they argue over. Trump did what now? Who fucking cares? Democracy is over. Moving on. Wait, what's this? Another senile rapist is challenging him for the presidency? Be still, your beating heart. Glug, glug. Your attention turns to the comments your posts have been racking up. Even on old posts, there was always a few new replies to check out for a laugh. Candace Schmandis. Do any of you disgusting sycophants even know who this bitch is? Do you know what she did? I'm going to assume that if you're willing to follow this cunt, it's only on account of ignorance. But if you continue to follow her after you see all the receipts, then I can only assume you're... who's this bitch talking shit in your mentions? Oh no. A chill runs down your spine. This was one of the nightmare people who helped cancel you a few years ago. You thought she got bored of you, but it looks like she's at it again. She's working hard to dredge up your problematic past to make sure anyone who didn't realize you did that stuff stays well informed. What a service she's doing for the public. You simply block the vile harpy and continue scrolling. People like her tend to be hit-and-run trolls. Sure, it's still somewhat triggering to see them rear their heads now and then, but it's pretty rare these days. The followers with the real staying power, of course, are the reply guys. The merry little band of lonely boys who flutter near your flame. A modest simp farm, as you've come to regard it. God bless him. That's the American dream, right? To own a nice little farm. You can herd anything on your quaint plot of land. A humble patch of dirt the founding fathers died to bequeath you. They died for your right to harvest simps. Maybe they weren't half bad? Well, no, they were. You're just an enterprising woman making the best of a series of ill-intended imperialist blunders which took place several centuries ago. I guess that's all anyone's doing, really. These boys, though, they aren't genocidal frauds who stain the history books of your public education. They're mostly just a bunch of harmless, randy fools. You're almost fond of them, against your better judgment. You wonder how many members of this little flock happen to live on the island. Probably nobody, since you have so few followers. You guess some of Abby's followers might live here, though. Actually, it's more than likely. Since Abby lives here too, she's probably got a few simps who are thrilled to be living on the same small island with such a sexy and popular influencer. Could the same basic principle apply to you on a smaller scale? Someone following you just because he happened to notice you're local? Not out of the question. You linger on the idea. Okay, this is hitting especially close to home right now. No! The 1,000 people who follow you, that part at least doesn't. They like you, right? Ostensibly, this is why people follow each other. The hate which has chased you around has obscured this truth, but it seems likely this is how normal people operate. It's kind of incredible for you to dwell on. That these people actually like you? Feels like a miracle that anyone would. You're certain that this list overwhelmingly consists of cishet males. You wonder how many of them are attractive. Can't possibly be more than a precious handful. You try to imagine these kings, these magnificent jewels in the rough. That they would bother following you, a complete loser and shithead with a bad attitude and even worse content, while they have the audacity to be good-looking, probably sensitive and misunderstood. You realize you're getting drunk enough to wonder if it's a good idea to reach out to your followers through a story post to see if anyone's nearby. Actually, that is not true. You don't wonder if it's a good idea. You're perfectly aware it isn't. What you mean is, you're getting drunk enough to know it's a bad idea, but do it anyway. Why waste another second bullshitting yourself about it? You know you're gonna end up caving to yourself in the mental debate, so you just cut to the chase and do it. You prepare a cunning thirst trap and post it to your story. If any of my followers live on this piece of shit island, hit me up. You check your DMs, and within minutes you collect about a dozen messages, all from the usual simpy suspects. Guys you were expecting a reply from no matter where they live. Really predictable shit going on here. He drippin'. I'm in Brazil, but I'm visiting as soon as I can. With a sonic PFP, yes! Something about this dude's face and demeanor pisses you off for reasons you can't put your finger on. So you block him. Most of these replies are completely useless. Percy of Hyrule. I live in Brookline, Massachusetts. Hey, shit! That was close to where I lived. I would take the Brookline Red Line. Oh god. Hang on. One guy here says he's from Brookline, Mass. That's not far off, actually. There's something to work with here. Much depends on how invested this guy is. Maybe you could rope him into coming to the island soon? Ferry schedules vary throughout the year, but there's practically always one departing from Hyannis, which is probably about an hour's drive from Brookline. Maybe he could even make the trip today if his desperation level is high enough. But then it all depends on whether he's worth bothering with, doesn't it? It's quite a puzzle thinking about the factors in play. If he's hot enough, his desperation index could be very low. It might be like pulling teeth to get him down here, which would kill the impulsive allure of this dumb shit stunt. But if he's a ghoul, you could probably get him to swim here. But then, if that's the case, why would you go to such lengths to debase yourself like this? Why indeed? That's an internally rhetorical question. Of course you would. Your thoughts turn again to your idol, dear sweet Post, a complete swamp goblin of a man. And yet, if he were in your kitchen right now, you have no doubt you'd ravage the poor fellow. He would probably be afraid of you. It would be better if he were afraid of you. Your secret wish is that one day you hope to strike sexual intimidation into the heart of an American singer-songwriter, rapper, record producer, and actor, known for his introspective songwriting and laconic vocal style. Not that you would ever make such controversial remarks out loud. Not again, anyway. Not if you hope to have a brand someday. Fuck it, you say. You only get to ruin your life once. Or, sometimes, many times, in rapid succession. But if that's the case, you'd like to think of it all as one long, grand act of ruination. And if you're really committed to daisy-chaining a series of life-hobbling mistakes together, you might as well make it count. I can't argue with that logic. Brookline's not too far. Yeah. Just a drive and then a ferry. Yeah. I've never been there. Okay, don't really care. Oh my god, stop fucking typing, Percy. Clown. God, lol. Over there writing a goddamn graduate thesis, like a complex, well-articulated response gonna mean fucking shit to me. Okay. Insane. Who do you think you are? I don't know. Just a guy who likes your content? My content is fucking trash, and you know it. Not really. You look good. Percy. Percy. What? Dumb name. Sounds like the name of a cuck. I'm not really getting this. Do you really mean all these insults, or is this part of, is this what you're into? Jesus Christ, Percy, shut the fuck up. I still have no idea it's a good idea if you're wasting my fucking time. Alright. I'm going to choose not to take any of this personally, since you can't possibly know enough about me to form meaningfully negative opinions. Holy fucking shit! We got a lady killer over here. Percy, I'm flying through panties. They just keep getting soaked due to your amorous repartee. Wow. Moron. Can you just send me a pic already? Oh. Yeah. Hang on. This selfie is corny as fuck. Fail. Bad. Sorry? Those ellipses you put before sorry are also corny. Don't get cute with me. Like, fuck, I'm not getting it. You think you're useful or whatever? Or charming? Like, you don't matter. Your little idiosyncrasies and quirks of personality do not matter. Take off your fucking shirt. You aren't going to upset me. I get it now. You just like talking shit. It's your thing. That's cool. Go ahead and tell me how bad I look. I can take it. No, cuck. Not fucking with you. You just literally made me laugh so hard I puked in my macaroni. Okay. That's not true, but good one. Yeah. This is a day. You did! That dumb fuck face. Your simp ass fuckboy Casanova face. Oh my god. Dipshit. You're so dumb. I lol so much I barfed. Also, I drank too much. Well, you definitely seem drunk. But I still don't believe you. I don't think you barfed. I think you're saying that for comical effect. To own me, if you will. To own me, if you will. You suck so bad, Percy. Perthy, little shirtless baby boy from Brookline, Perthy. Sippy Percree nips out. Mommy would be so proud of you and your cute little nipples. Check this out, stupid. You probably just Googled that. Nope. Look. Okay, I believe you puked. Good one. Alright though? Nah, man, this isn't happening. What isn't? We are bonding over my fucking macaroni puke. Like, this isn't a moment we're having. We aren't becoming friends. And you aren't going to fuck me. Bye, purse. The shenanigan is complete, you suppose. It can be a rush to pull shit like this, for reasons you couldn't fully explain. But the rush is always short-lived. What soon fills the void it leaves behind is that unmistakable feeling of self-loathing and disgust. It's all a joke, isn't it? Your life, your brand. Come to think of it, you're not sure which of those two words is more deserving of derisive quotes. Maybe your quest to build a brand is childish. More vainglorious clout-seeking, contributing to the loud and labored rasp of Western civilization's last dinosaurial gasp. Maybe you should just delete all your accounts. I deleted my accounts. God damn it. It's not the first time you've had this thought, but it will be the last. The last thought you have before you pass out, that is. Bonk. You ever get so drunk you astral project? Me too. Only crazy people write manifestos. He's not there. He is. Your work is unfinished. That was a hell of a dream. You haven't had one like that in years. Not since all the terrible stuff was happening in your life. Not since your dad was sick and you were deliriously hammering away at your manifesto. So it's not surprising the dream included both. You hate dreaming about him. Always with the body horror shit. And then at the end, the strange man floating in space. The ephemeral muse himself. Could he really be back? Wait, what time is it? Oh god, it's dark. How long did you black out? Looks like Abby's already tried messaging you a couple of times. Your head hurts, and your mouth still tastes like cheese-flavored barf. Wow, you look like fucking shit. Thanks. Everything okay? I puked in a pot of macaroni and fell asleep for a few hours. Now it's dark. Really productive day all around. Oh, yeah. I also have some vague recollection of tormenting a semi-local simp who slid into my DMs. Slid? I saw your thirst trap, fool. It seemed unusually desperate, even by your standards. Made me worry. So you started pelting my unconscious body with chat invites? It's cool you're my mom now. Well, somebody has to be. The hag who physically birthed you fucked off, right? The fucking off was mutual. When was the last time she talked to you? Not since the incident. Works fine for me. You can be my mom. You're hotter and have much more clout anyway. True. As if I could spare a single precious second of my day for ugly bitches. Whereas ugly men are obviously a different story. Obviously. Is Post Malone still your lock screen? Yeah. You've got the shit all backwards. The nasty, not safe for work art should be your lock screen, and Post should be the unlock. Much more embarrassing and obscene if anyone catches you in public with Post on your phone. So you've said. You're right, of course. I don't give a shit. I love him. He's a sublime gargoyle. An exquisite heap of human garbage. The perfect affront to all my senses. Oh my god. Your taste is so bad, you're completely unfathomable. It's like you need a 0 or a 10, and that's it. Anything in between, and you're like contemptuously asexual. Not inaccurate. What about the simp you were toying with? How'd he look? Average? A little below, maybe. Real uncanny valley stuff. Totally standard reply boy fare. He might have been nice, though? I don't remember. They're always nice. Doesn't mean shit. I know. You said he's local? You going anywhere with this, or are you pulling the plug? The latter, I'm sure. Maybe you should modify your standards a bit and reel him in. We're in fucking quarantine lockdown, Abby. So, this thing is all kinda overblown. Jesus. We aren't supposed to go to concerts and shit? And get sneezed on by huge groups of people or whatever? I don't see much harm in hanging out with a few individual people on an individual basis from time to time. And by this I assume you mean... What, you think I haven't been keeping myself entertained? I still have people over all the time. Pretty dumb shit, Abs. Yeah, I agree. What, you surprised? To hear that you're still an atrocious slut? Not at all. But your parents are supposed to be the ones claimed by the boomer remover, not you. You can't just die off before you take all their money. Please don't do that to me. I'll be fine. I'll get a little cough and that's it. Big deal. Oh, wait. Maybe I can infect them? Oh, actually now you're using your fucking brain for once. Seriously though, when's the last time you hooked up with anybody? I seem to remember you were very busy, last summer? I guess that was the last time. I haven't really been in the mood since then. You kept updating me on the revolving door of weird dudes you were picking up from the restaurant. I miss that. The stories were so good. Yeah, it was a real circus in here for a while. But I don't need shit like that in my life at the moment. Did your boss even know you were picking up her gross male customers? As far as I know, she never found out. Doesn't matter, she's dead now anyway. What? Did you hear something or... No, it's just the reality I've chosen to believe in. Pretty sure I'm quitting that job even if she reappears. I don't give a fuck anymore. Good move. I highly recommend not having a job and never planning to have one in the future, ever. You're rich. I also highly recommend being rich. Working on it. Not hard enough, apparently. You got a straight shot to riches right here, bitch. Just marry into my fortune. Won't even make you sign a prenup. That's gay. That's super generous, but no thanks. I want to make my millions the honest way, by helping you rip off your parents. Yeah, but all that does is give me their money. Where's that leave you without the marriage certificate, huh? Oh, that's easy. You'll just give it to me because you wanna. I mean... yeah, probably. See, I'll miss that restaurant if you never go wait tables there again. I won't. It's where we met. Remember? Yep. Why didn't you pick me up that day, huh? Why'd you have to friend zone me so hard? Fucking brutal. The gay vibes, up to here. Probably because you're an ugly rich cunt, and I probably thought you looked smelly that day. Bullshit. You dragged every sewer creature you waited on back to your place. And you have the audacity to call me a slut. You are. So are you. Not really a slut, per se, so much as a person with an especially punitive set of self-harming patterns. Or maybe Z says Abby does stink good. Well, if you hate yourself so much, why not, self-harm a bit with me sometime? Because I'm a filthy homophobe. This is a matter of public record, remember? No, you're not. Sure I am. I hate gays. No, you don't. Well, you're gay, and I hate you. I'm not even gay. You're gay enough. Don't erase my bisexuality. I'll erase whatever the fuck I want. Wow, I like it. If we ever actually slept together, I'd fucking annihilate your bisexuality. You'd become a permanent lesbian. Whoa! Z! This is getting out of hand. This'll never happen, Abby. I am deeply committed to being problematically homophobic, heterosexual piece of shit who sometimes enjoys the company of ambiguously reptilian men. Besides, you're my mom, remember? Oh yeah. Can't exactly fuck my mom now, can I? I'm deep enough into cancellation purgatory as it is. Yeah, I would never do that to you. As my daughter, you are my responsibility. Hey, seeing as we now clearly no longer care about quarantine, so that I can catch this disease ASAP and kill my parents. Why don't you come over tonight? I can cook something for you. Probably something better than macaroni barf. I don't know. Come on. My place is huge and expensive and extremely empty. Doesn't that sound better than wallowing in your nasty little depression cave? Sorry, Mommy. Sorry, Mommy. Sorry, Mommy. I guess. Maybe we could snap some content by the beach tomorrow? You know how the simps always love the beach shit. Yeah, but I don't think I'll be putting out content like that anymore. I'm thinking of revamping the whole brand. Oh? Yeah, I just had this crazy fucking dream. It was so wild. I think my subconscious was trying to tell me something important. I don't know if it's a good idea, technically, but I think I'm obligated to do it now. The shit was too powerful to just write off. Do... what? Remember my manifesto? Oh god, that thing? Yeah, I know. It's all pretty out there, but I think there's something to work with there. Well, if it gets you to come over here and helps you pull yourself together, then I'm all for it. I support you no matter what. What a pal. The true test of friendship is if you can humor each other's manifestos. Well, you humor mine, don't you? Oh, yeah. I'm all fucking about, the truth of Jim Cook's secret romance. G-Kook, actually. But yes, thank you for your crucial support. I will say, your place is the fucking bomb. Do you think your parents will vacation there again this summer? Or are they Rona spooked like everyone else? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they hunkered down at the family compound all summer. Good riddance, if so. Still amazes me they're okay with you just squatting in their $10 million vacation home, like, permanently. The fuck are they even gonna do about it? I have the keys, and I am a grown woman who does as she pleases. No arguing with that. But they must feel like they're getting a great return on the Harvard biz degree they bought you. Yeah, fuck that. I'm doing some numbers, motherfuckers. My brand is popping. Something tells me they're unimpressed by your meteorically accumulated clout. Yeah, they take a huge boomer shit all over it any chance they get. I really wonder what they, wanted? What were they picturing? I'd leave school and slide into some Amazon VP spot or some shit? They probably could have made something like that happen if you were so inclined. I mean, maybe. But what the fuck do they think business is? I'm doing business here. People like my brand. This is how you make shit happen. I can build on this to do whatever. Later. I didn't even need my fucking degree. At least you finished it. Which mainly served the purpose of staving off their massive disappointment in you. Instead, they're only mildly disappointed. Yeah, I'm sorry about all that. Jesus Christ. From Boston to... No, I'm getting a fucking headache. I'm getting a headache from being personally attacked. It's alright, I ended up saving them a lot of money by psychologically imploding halfway through. MIT is actually super expensive if you weren't aware. Yep, so's UMass Boston. Oh yeah, one time my parents looked into buying it. I meant tuition, you buffoon. I know. God. Z, remember when we promised to always know when we were joking? Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's not like they had the kind of money your parents did to throw at an expensive education. They had to work hard for that, as they reminded me, often. I'll be an eternal failure to them, which means they're failures too. Oh well, the problem half solved itself, so who really gives a fuck? Huh? I strongly recommend having at least one dead parent. Oh. 2 is ideal, but what can you do? Aside from contemplating casual biological warfare? Yeah, my mom would never succumb to the Rona, though. Not her style. Still so funny to me that your plan to get away from all that life drama was to come here, of all places. All melodramatically like, fuck this life, I'm running away to an no! I'm on an island! Stop! Fuck! Oh my god, no! Which makes you think of a remote island in the Pacific or something. Yeah, I mean, that was the plan. At one point I was looking at Guam. Then I settled on Fiji as the ideal getaway place. That Truman Show shit. But that didn't really pan out. Fiji sounds nice. Yeah, Fiji's the fucking shit. But then you just hopped on a ferry to the nearest island possible. It was cheap. Poor, remember? Yeah, same. I didn't either! I moved to this island because I was a poor episode, leave college town, write manifesto, honk! Honk! God damn it! Honk! Screaming! So much screaming. You think she still keeps up with you? Spies on your accounts? I know my dad does. That's why he's blocked. I'm sure Mom has no idea they even exist. It was almost a moot point, though. Before my insane dream, I was thinking about just deleting them all. What? I just get that way sometimes. For the record, I've deleted almost all my accounts. Ah! Aside from my crazy ideas, which should probably never see the light of day, I'm actually just so fucking boring. Yup. No, you're so funny. You are such an untapped resource. It's a crime you've been going to waste. I know you've been through some shit, but there are always ways to rebound from that. Abby is way too nice. Yeah, but I still agonize stupidly, and wonder if I should just question the source of this torment. The internet is fucking insane. It just sits there as a bedeviling temptation. This massive, ominously humming well of satanic potential, just beckoning you. Constantly. And if you aren't using it in some way to make something of yourself or elevate your identity somehow, it makes you feel like you're wasting a huge opportunity or something, or even wasting your life. It's like you were just saying, like, I am so funny, and therefore it's a waste if I just fucking log off. But waste of what? The system makes me feel like I'm wasting a resource by withholding myself from the system. But what if the system is what's wasting me? Damn. So, maybe I should listen to the sane voices in my head instead of the insane ones. Like, forget that weird dream. Just delete all the shit and try to get my life together in a more normal way. That's totally fair. I hear you, but even if you wanted to go full normie, it's not like society is even functioning normally now anyway. God damn it. Yeah, you're right. Not trying to invalidate you here, just saying like... Wait, hang on. Before you decide on anything, I want to show you something. Oh, shit. You just followed me on Maine? Yeah. You sure you ready to take this kind of heat? I did it just after we talked. I felt like a fucking tool. But nobody's even noticed yet. Maybe it'll never even come up. Yeah, for anyone who joined late, the name Z69 Clownboner 420 is enviously incredible. Just mwah. Virtuosic. Yeah, you're a total paranoid bitch. So am I, maybe. Probably been overthinking this. Also, I decided something else. If you really do decide to relaunch your brand, even if it's a bunch of crazy shit, I'll give you some shoutouts. Aww. I don't care if people think it's weird. That's what friends do. They support each other. Wow. Don't worry about figuring it out now, though. Just come over. I'm bored, and I miss you, and I need to eat something real for a change. Alright. I'll head over. Yay! Oh, but don't drive drunk. Get a lift or something, or I can pick you up. Don't worry, Mom. I'm fine. The nap sobered me up. You promise? Yeah. Okay, heading out. You kill the video chat. It leaves behind a loud silence. Maybe it's the sound of the ominously humming well of satanic potential you just described to your friend. A sound you can hear all the time, but only now are paying close attention to. Everything you said to her was true, of course. You believe it with every fiber of your being. The internet is evil. You have always known this. And the louder the silence gets, the more you begin to wonder if it's the only thing you've ever truly believed in with any real passion. Aside from all this, of course. Alright, maybe you aren't as sober as you led Abby to believe. Still, you should be good to drive, staggering around. You grab your manifesto. You'll need to spend a few days brushing up on the material if you're serious about this, which you're still not sure if you are yet, but it won't hurt to bring it along and start reading. As you exit your apartment, you can't shake the feeling that everything is about to change. Maybe it's the fact that you haven't been out in a long time, but leaving your depression nest tonight carries the uncanny feeling of stepping into the unknown. You're glad you took your manifesto, if only because leaving empty-handed would make you feel vulnerable. As it stands, you suppose this is the closest thing to a weapon you've ever had. This seems like a good idea. Not the manifesto. Bingo! End of Chapter 1. Alright. Interlude? I forgot there's an interlude between each of these. They're not very long. So, you just killed a cop and dumped his car in the ocean. Nice going, genius. The cold hand of justice will close around your throat soon enough. Whatever it is that justice even means these days. Maybe justice is what happens whenever people with power manage to punish whoever was trying to fight back a little for once. Maybe that's why you need a little more power of your own. Enough power to claim justice is what's happening when you're the one settling the score. Or maybe what you need is even simpler than that. Maybe what you need is the power of choice. So what will you do, Jen? You're a fugitive now, and it seems only 2 choices are available. You can turn yourself in. Or you can run. Run like the wind and hide. Find Abby, dry yourself off, bury yourself in your work, and figure it all out later. Which will it be? Ha! Sorry, I should have mentioned. The ability to make meaningful choices in this story can only be unlocked by a true successor. Unfortunately, that's not you. Not quite yet, at least. Don't worry, though. I'll check in again later when you've made a little more headway with this mess you've gotten yourself into. Until then, just do whatever comes naturally, I guess. I'm sure it'll all work out. All right. That'll be the end of it for tonight. And next time we'll start again with Pranksis. Thank you for coming to the stream, everyone. Especially thank you for taking time out of your busy day to show up and watch me post cringe. Absurdly close to home cringe. Also, I should probably say this because all the rest of it has been close to home. I have not killed any police. I have not driven any police cars into the waters of the Boston Harbor. I have not killed any police because they shot through my manifesto. Okay, now that that's over with. Yeah, no, I'm not cool. I am boring and cringe. Yes, I need a shirt that says I have not killed any police. And it needs to have the Psycholonials logo on it. Honk. Oh, that was so fun. So I'm going to be streaming Psycholonials either on Wednesdays or Thursdays, whichever is more convenient. Today it was a Thursday. And a series of events, much like how they drove Jen to do that in the story. It seemed to have driven me to do this today. I wasn't going to. I was thinking of not, and then a whole bunch of weird shit happened, and then I just decided, hey, you should record this. And so I did. Thank you for showing up. It was lots of fun. Well, next time I stream, it'll be probably on Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep to the 11 a.m. I might, for all I know. The autism says that I should stick with it, at least right now. So, I'm probably gonna do that, and then I'll see y'all then. Thanks for showing up, and again, I have not killed any police. Honk. Have a good night. Thank you for showing up.